I take the position that when you're commander-in-chief, that you really ought to keep all options on the table to be able to have the flexibility to do what is necessary in order to defeat this enemy. But to make those airstrikes work, to be able to do what you have to do, you don't just send planes in and drop bombs. You've got to have targets. You've got to know what you're going after. To do that, you do need people on the ground.
Panetta argues that President Obama is making up for lost time in going after ISIS now because of the complete withdrawal of U.S. forces from Iraq in 2011. Would ISIS be as much of a threat today had we left some force behind?
I do think that if we had had a presence there, it might not have created the kind of vacuum that we saw develop in Iraq.
He blames former Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki and a passive White House. You describe a White House that, and this is your word, that frustrated you, that didn't use the leverage, and that is your word too, leverage that we had in the United States to try and keep a force in Iraq.
Look, what I'm saying is that Maliki was the kind of leader that you had to constantly put pressure on to direct him in the right direction. We had, with Iraq, made a commitment with regards to military assistance, F-16 fighter planes, other types of military aid, that I think if we had said, look, if you're not going to give us the agreement that we need to maintain our force there, we may not provide this kind of assistance. In other words,
a threat.
Try to push him. Of course. I mean, you need to threaten guys like that who won't come along.